Project Hail Mary, another story by the same author as The Martian. Does it translate well to the big screen? Let's find out. Here's a quick review without spoilers. Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel once again, now without any time to waste because the fate of the human race depends on it. Should you go see this in theaters? Look, I saw this in IMAX, and as a big screen experience, this did deliver with the visuals and the sound, but I feel like you might have to look something up about the story to fully understand what's going on. Actually, I read the book before I saw the movie, so now I have an obligation to my followers to get you caught up on the story without any spoilers, of course. I hope you found this video on your way to the theaters because this is everything you need to know about Project Hail Mary before you see this on the big screen. Please like and subscribe if you're a casual moviegoer, and share if you know anyone that's gonna go see this. So the story centers around Ryland Grace, played by Ryan Gosling, who wakes up in space with amnesia on a spaceship called the Hail Mary. He soon remembers he's a scientist chosen to study a microscopic threat called astrophage, which feeds on the energy of stars, eating all the light it comes across. Astrophage is found feeding on our sun. If the sun dies, plants die, we get the next ice age, the whole thing. So a bunch of scientists from around the world gather together to save the human race because why wouldn't they? Astrophage is then manipulated to be a new source of energy that powers the Hail Mary. Ryland Grace is dragged into the middle of this dilemma and finds himself on a life-changing suicide mission called Project Hail Mary. One last shot to save our planet by traveling to another constellation to study the astrophage around a star called Tau Ceti, which is kind of like our sun, and find a solution to this problem. The only thing is, when he finds the solution, he sends the information back and it's a one-way trip. Means the information gets back, he doesn't. Now that may be a lot to take in, but I feel like it's necessary to know the full story. With all that being said, let's talk about the actual movie. I thought they included the best parts about the story in the movie, but I feel like we need a director's cut so we can get a little bit more of this. Ryan Gosling as Ryland Grace didn't quite sell me at first, but I don't know, he brought it with the emotional moments. Like I said, the visuals and the shots were so good, and I was glad they used a practical set because you know everything is CGI nowadays. Now, I'm gonna introduce a new acronym to this channel since we're all fan of movies, and that's LAM. Long ass movie. This was a long ass movie. And from now on the channel, I'll be letting you know about LAM and whether you need to take a full day off to see this. You ever walk into the theaters in the daytime and then when you leave it's nighttime? Like, this movie took a full day out of you and then you walk out all confused like Ryland Grace. But I digress. No, you don't need to read the book before you see this movie, but I feel like this story needs to be experienced, whether it be the movie or the book. So that brings us to the end of this review. What's your favorite role by Ryan Gosling? Leave it in the comments below. Please like and subscribe for more movie related videos.